Say hi. This is my husband working on Rockin' G Farm. He's building me a chicken coop or a chicken run for my chickens. Doing this right here. I'm gonna have 6 laying boxes on the back, and then I'm gonna have a hinge on the bottom so I can open them up and clean them out, and then it's gonna go up on top so I can reach in and grab the eggs. And as you can see, it's gonna go all the way down to the end of the old garden. So it's gonna be kind of like Justin Rhodes. Right beside the garden is the chicken run. So, and this is the garden that I'm just letting grow back up, and we will start over next year. We're going to put some, what are we putting down?
Beds.
We're putting raised beds in, but what are we putting on it? The wood, the
plastic and rock.
Oh, the plastic. We're putting black plastic on it, and then we're going to come back in with river rock. So that's what we're doing out here. I've got a few stragglers of tomatoes out here. I'm just letting them go. But this is the new chicken run here, and then I'm gonna have some boxes in there so I can do my breeding birds. And we'll give you a bigger and a better video when it's done. I should have started the video when he was first starting it, but he did it when I was gone, and he builds really fast. So we're getting this all ready, and I'll show you the rest of it when it's completed. Hi guys, it's Carrie at Rockin' G Farm. My husband has finally gotten my chicken condo finished, and I was going to give you a quick tour of it. Let me show you here. It is right beside where my garden is going to be next year. This is the old remnants of the garden that we put in real fast this summer because of everything that was going on. We moved in last summer, and so we weren't quite ready for the garden, so it was kind of crazy. Look at my chickens. Oh my gosh, look. They were just being crazy. So anyway, here's the chicken condo. My husband made it with a whole bunch of old shelves that a friend had given us, and so recycle, reuse. I mean, there's no reason to go and spend a lot of money on stuff. So we have a wonderful friend who gave us all this wood. We had this left over from the greenhouse. He did try to make it as airtight as he could, just to keep them warm in the winter, because in Arkansas you don't know, and usually our winters we have lots of ice, and so we want to protect them from that. But we were worried about if we should lock this, because we were afraid that the predators, the raccoons, would come out and open the door. But this thing is heavy. It's heavy for me to pick up, so let me show you. Of course, with one hand it's hard. Okay, I'll figure out a better way to get this open. But we have 6 nesting boxes, and then after the nesting boxes need to be or when the nesting boxes need to be cleaned out, we have some hinges here on all of them that let me see where I'm at. Okay, that he has 3 of them. And I just unhook all 3 of the hinges, and just the bottom falls out. The whole bottom falls out because it's just a straight like shelf underneath there. And I'm going to have a wheelbarrow underneath and catch all of the old shavings and the everything that doesn't need to be there anymore after I clean it. Take it to the compost pile and let it start composting. So here we go. He made it really tight because we didn't want water to go in, and we definitely didn't want the predators to start trying to grow in. So kind of have to finagle it a little bit because he's got it real tight. So, and he still has to get me a handle on this door, but other than that. But here's the window. I bought this for $10 at a flea market. We painted it all to match the color of the house, and the brown is the color of the shutters on the house, so it all kind of coordinates. Just makes it look a little bit prettier. Now, when we come in here, I always have to make sure I'm going to tuck my head because it's shorter. I'm 5'1", but it's still kind of short for me still. So we have concrete floors. We have a little walkway for them to walk up right there. And then they have a window right here. And this is their doorway out to the chicken run. Had to try to entice them with some food up here, but that didn't work. I had to still hand put them out. And then when they wouldn't move, I had to push their booties a little bit before they would go out. So anyway, and then I have to remind myself I have roasting bars above my head because every time I come over here, I bop my head. So we have 2 roasting bars up here that the hens can sit on. We might need to be making the walkway maybe a little wider, but if they can, I've seen one walk up it already, but if she can make it up, I'm not going to really worry. And then we have our roosting boxes right over here with a little gap, so if they want to sit here, hopefully most of the people fall down on the floor and not go into the roosting boxes. The roosting boxes are really deep, so if they get in there and if it does get bad weather, they can get in there and stay warm. Of course, this room is really warm right now. I do have the clear plastic on the ceiling also, so that'll give them a little bit more light, and hopefully in the winter time when I do lock them up at night, they'll still have a little bit of sun and hopefully lay a little bit more for me during the winter time. Okay, so here is the door. This is right next to it. We go in, and my hands are not strong at all, so whenever he puts a hook on here, it's really hard for me to get it done. And I just did it just a minute ago and popped it right out, but my hands are very not. Okay, so I just popped it right over and open, so whatever. So here's the door, and of course, even though I'm short, I'm still going to make sure that I bend down because it's low. But right down there is, they keep their feed, and then their water's going to be hung up. I might have to do something with the water because it gets a little crooked, and I don't want it to spill out because I don't want to have to come up and fill that 3 gallons up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something. I'm just gonna set that down for right now because I think most of the water's spilling on the ground. See, you just have to trial and error it, trial and error. Okay, so inside here is they have a walkway to go up to the window where they go into the coop at night. Hopefully, let's cross our fingers that that's where they're gonna go. We also have some more of the clear plastic on top so they can get some good light in here, and we've kept this side open deliberately so that we could get some good ventilation. It has the little bitty like 1/2-inch square wire on it, so that hopefully we can deter predators trying to get in. We wanted to use the smallest size that we could on the outside edge because that is open into the cow pasture, and of course predators will come from that side. Predators are going to have a harder time coming in from this side because this side here is we have 2 acres where it's all encased, or we have cow panels around it with 2x4 predator fencing around that, and then we have our big watchdogs are in the back, and they have predator fencing around theirs also, inside and out. And so that fence will be the only fence that is open to something that doesn't already have predator fencing in it. So what we did on this side, we came up and we put chicken wire on this side since it's already facing the inside area of our farm, and so hopefully we won't have any issues with raccoons and everything coming in here. We also have 2 little dogs that run out in this area not our big dogs, our watchdogs. And then this just opens right here. He's going to put a spring on it, so when I walk in, it'll close by itself behind me and I don't have to worry about that. And so you can see here where their feed is going to be out of the water and rain and the weather, so that they'll have some place to go. They've already, you can kind of see on the ground here, they've already really took to that and really scratched it up. But right here is where we're starting our predator deterrent. We put on fishing line, and my husband has zigzagged it from one pole to the next and zigzagged it all the way down the chicken run. So hopefully, if the predator birds are coming in and they're trying to fly in, they're going to see that reflection from the fishing line, and that will deter them from coming up here, or else they're going to get caught in the fishing line and hopefully they won't get our birds. But this, how long is this? How long? 40 foot and about 8 foot wide. 40 foot long, 8 foot wide. So they're going to have a good run. As you can see right now, they are really enjoying being out here in this tall grass. And so Justin Rhodes got me into this, or thinking of this, when I was watching his channel about how having your chickens next to your garden is a good thing, because I would have so many tomatoes that something ate, or it looked like I had a rabbit one time eat half of a cantaloupe and a watermelon, and so I had to pick that up, walk it all the way over to the chicken tractor, and then come all the way back and finish what I was doing in the garden. So when he was talking about, why don't you have your chickens in your garden right next to each other and let them help each other out, and I was like, that's so smart. So thumbs up for Justin on that. So we're just gonna let these ladies enjoy their freedom out in the tall grass. Where'd you go, ladies? Right back over here. They are chocolate Orpingtons. And I am trying to start a project with them. So we'll see. You know how projects, you have to start somewhere. So this is where I've started. I bought 8 chicks and ended up, I lost one. I must have bought 7. Maybe that's all they had. I bought 7, 1 died, and then they're all hens. So I have no chocolate Orpington rooster. So now I've been trying to find that, and the closest one to Arkansas I found was North Carolina. So whenever his chicks start laying again in the spring, hopefully we'll have a batch of eggs shipped to us, and we'll get some good roosters out of that, so we can start our projects, so that there'll be a good bloodline in here, and we'll see how it goes. But I'm glad you joined me today, and I hope you like my chicken condo here at Rockin' Farm. I'm sorry, just watch her. She's too funny. She's been doing that all day. She saw me watching her now. She doesn't want to do it. Watch her. She just bops and pops. Oh, there they go. I think it's time to go. I think it's time to go. Is it time to go in, ladies? I think it's time to go in. Oh, there they go. Oh, nope, they're coming back. Oh my gosh, they just make me laugh. This is Carrie at Rockin' Farm. Just make what you have beautiful.